Yo, what's going on, and welcome back to some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and today we are doing some more daily ranked. Now, last time we used the Dragonmaid deck for the first time, and it went pretty well. We won both of our matches, and we had a pretty epic duel against Blue Eyes. So here is the deck. I haven't made any changes, but just in case you wanted to see the deck at the very beginning, that is going to be it. Again, there's obviously some changes I could make to be more optimal, but we're still working on getting more crafting points and figuring out exactly what I want to craft. Anyways, we're gonna get into it. Today we're gonna have to win 2 duels again. If I remember correctly, that we gotta win 2 ranked duels and do 1 duel. That should be easy. So we'll see how this goes. Now when I was making the last video, it occurred to me because like the Blue Eyes match I thought was something special, whereas the other match was kind of didn't really matter that much. So I wanted to separate out the video to like show where each match started, and like the beginning was just an intro to the deck. So I was kind of curious what other people think is better, if doing like a whole episode like this and then separating it out with timestamps for each duel is good, or if it would be better to do like a separate video for each duel. And that way, like, maybe some boring duels I could cut out. But then, of course, the problem is if I just have a whole bunch of boring duels, then it's going to be harder to get a duel. So yeah, let me know. I'm looking at this hand. This hand is kind of not good. Very little we can do. I could activate Hospitality and summon Ernest. I mean, honestly, I think I'm just gonna set Called by the Grave and then hope we don't lose. I don't know. That sucks pretty bad. We didn't get any of our normal Dragonmaids, which is a shame because we have 3 kitchen, 3 parlor, 3 chamber, and 1 nurse. So a quarter of our deck. That's a shame. Do we have anything else that we can just like summon right away to make a play? Not really, because I don't have that black metal dragon. I don't have that one. That could be pretty good, but without having a Red Eyes Darkness metal dragon, Black Metal Dragon's not really worth it, in my opinion. Because he searches Red Eyes Darkness. So until I choose to either pull for or craft Red Eyes Darkness, that one's not going to work. Noctovision's not just like a straight up summon. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I guess this is just unlucky, right? Because pretty much every other duel I've played with this deck, I have not had this issue. In 5 cards, you should have 1 Dragonmaid that you can play with. But he didn't do anything anyways, so... Can we do something now? We did draw Chamber. That's great news because we already have 2 Hospitalities, so we don't need to worry about Hospitality at all. We're just going to search Changeover immediately. Don't want to Ash Blossom ourselves. Grab a Changeover. Do I want to activate Changeover immediately? That is the question. We can't activate multiple... You can only activate 1 Hospitality per turn. It's a shame, because I'd want to make spheres, but I think I don't worry about it. I think instead I just activate Changeover. Summon Shayu. And then on his next turn we can just resummon Chamber with Shayu's effect. You think this is Blue Eyes or what's going to happen here? Could very well be Blue Eyes. I mean, pretty much every deck at this level is Blue Eyes. Really? Do I pop that? Because that is going to get a lot of value. It's going to get so much value if I leave it here. That's a shame. I think I have to pop it. This might be really stupid. Part of me is like, we could play slow, but I don't have a good hand. If I had a good hand, then I'd be like, yeah, we could play slowly, that's fine. But my hand is so terrible that I can't play slowly here. Okay, he just had an Alexandrite dragon. Can activate changeover, but I don't want to do that. The problem is now I can't special summon because I don't have a Dragonmaid on the field. Return, you can target... Oh yeah, it has to be other Dragonmaid. Even if I had a level 8, I couldn't target house. Interesting. I mean, I'm learning all of the intricacies of this deck as we go. I mean, I'll probably forget that one because that one's very niche. But the fact that house can't target itself, so therefore you could never summon even a level 8 with just house on the field. Fissure, huh? Well, there goes my house. Also, that statement sounds pretty funny. There goes my house. So we need... Well, I guess we don't because we have hospitality. As long as we don't lose right here. What kind of deck is this guy playing anyways? This seems like some ramshackle dragon deck. So Scrap Iron Scarecrow might be better than people give it credit for. I might look into that. Is that a super rare? Because if it's not a super rare, if it's just like a rare or an uncommon or a common, I might consider crafting it. Because that's a pretty decent card. Like, people have to pop that, otherwise it's going to get value. What's the play here? He's got more back row again. We go kitchen. What do I search? I suppose I search parlor. If I search nurse, I think I don't want to search nurse, but searching nurse is not that bad because then I could hospitality nurse back onto the field, instantly summon chamber, which would be pretty good. I have this like instinct to use shiny cards first, because in Duel Links you get more points for using the shiny cards. So I always try and use the shiny cards, but I don't think it matters in this game. Then we are... Yep, we get to send one of our... I always forget that effective hospitality. I need to remember that. And then we want to send Tiding. Now we could activate Tiding here. I think we want to activate... Oh, shoot. I need a dragon. So that means I... Can you use Tiding? Summon the dragon? Yeah, you can. But we need to... Well, actually, we could change over... I think we attack first and then change over in main phase 2. Because that way we just have more cards, right? And then we don't have to use Tiding at all. This deck's really weird because you kind of have like different plays. In this case, Kitchen can't do anything, but you kind of have different plays in main phase 1 than you do in main phase 2. What the heck was that? I don't know what that guy does, but I don't have time to read that. It seems like a bad card. Alright, then we end the main phase. I think I put Parlor back on the field. And then we'll activate Changeover. The only problem is I can't get Spheres as well. Put Kitchen back in the hand. I guess I could make Spheres if I use Tiding. Is that play worth it? It's questionable. I want to say it is, because then we could just summon Parlor again next turn and put another Tiding in the graveyard, so I think it is worth it. And this lets us summon Chamber, which we haven't summoned this turn yet. And so Chamber's effect we can use to... Do we want a third Hospitality here? We could get downtime. I think we just grab the third Hospitality. We haven't even used the second one yet, because you can only use one per turn. Okay, we'll summon the Spheres here. We could Nightmare Phoenix. But we have to discard a card for that, right? Yeah, discard a card. I don't think that's worth it. Also, his card doesn't seem activatable. So I don't know what it is, but maybe it only targets his monsters. We'll end phase here. Now, we might want to toggle on here. First, we'll go to the standby and we'll summon a Parlor, get us another Tiding. And then we'll wait for his main phase before we toggle on. Don't want to do any of this. We're going to send another Tiding. Okay, so now we'll toggle on just in case, but Spheres can't do anything right now, right? I guess we could return our own card, which is not ideal. So right now, Spheres is not... It's activatable, but it's not beneficially activatable. But we don't need toggle on it because we have a Parlor on the field. You could send this face-up card you control, special summon. Oh, we could just Call by the Grave that. Yeah, we don't care. If he does that, we just Call by the Grave it. Because he'll be in the graveyard as the cost. You're just going battle phase? That doesn't seem right. So here we want to toggle on because he wants to destroy our Spheres, which we're just not going to allow. We're going to activate Parlor. We'll summon this. And now we can activate Spheres. And this is going to mess up his whole turn, because he already used his normal summon. So now we'll put that back in his hand. Spheres activates. We summon Nurse over here. Nurse activates. Chamber or Kitchen? We don't really need Chamber anymore, so I guess we Kitchen. And then Kitchen activates. Now if I did this all correctly, hopefully we'll be able to special summon some more dragons. Want to add this guy, and then we'll discard him. And then, yep, it's the start of the battle phase still, so we get to activate all these. Summon Red Dragon. I need to learn their names. Tinkhek? I'll figure them out. I know the pink one is Ernest. And we activate this. So this is the importance of toggle on here. If I didn't toggle on there, it would not have worked. Okay. But yeah, so there you saw how valuable it is to toggle on, because we did it in the last episode. I think it was in one of the two duels in the last episode where I had a Dragonmaid on the field and I had Spheres, but I only had my toggle on auto. So I activated the effect at the start of the battle phase to use my Dragonmaid to summon a dragon from the graveyard. But then immediately after that resolved, my opponent declared attack because it passed a priority back onto him. If I turn toggle on there instead, then when my effect resolves to summon the dragon, I can then activate Spheres. Obviously, I could have chained Spheres in the first situation, but there's no need to chain Spheres. So I just want to wait for it to resolve, and then I want to change, or then I want to use my spheres after the resolution, and we're still at the start of the battle phase. So then I get to summon Nurse. Nurse activates, summon someone else. Then both of them activate because we're still in the start of the battle phase. This guy was gold 5. He's kind of new. I don't know what he was playing. His deck did not seem very good. Can you look at people's decks? I think you can. Not that I want to, like, chastise him or anything. He obviously made it to gold with whatever the heck he's using, but I'm just kind of curious. Like, confirm opponent's deck. Okay, he's got some jank 60-card Red Eyes deck. These are super rare, so it's not worth it to craft these. Maybe they're in Stardust Dragon Pack, though, because that is a Yusei card. So maybe that's why he has it, because he was pulling for Stardust or something, and so he just happened to get them. Could be. But yeah, I would not recommend crafting Scrap Iron. Like I said, it could probably get some good value. Like there, if I didn't have a way to pop it, he's negating an attack every single turn, and that can be really annoying. But I did choose to pop it, and the only reason I chose to pop it was because I didn't have a lot of advantage. Because my hand was not very good. So that's why I decided to pop it there and hope that I could build advantage after that. Because I really wanted to kill whatever his monster was. This hand is not good. Oh, we have prosperity, so we're okay, actually. I lied to you. As long as we could pull a dragon, something that can be normal summoned. What the heck does this do? Your opponent cannot target cards you control. It's card effects. I don't want to. Negating that doesn't do anything for me. Except he gets the plasma. We could have stopped him from getting the plasma, but... See, this is what we Ash Blossom. Because he paid half of his life points, and now he gets nothing. Now, he might still have a play, but we negated his good play. And that's really all you can ask for. You could send one hero from your deck to the graveyard, and then he gets a Palmerization, right? Or he has to banish the hero. And then he'll get a Poly. I don't actually know heroes very well. I've seen him played a little bit, but... He doesn't know what to send. I don't know what he needs to send, but he sent a Shadow Mist. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add one hero from your deck to your hand. I mean, that makes sense. Definitely seems like the card you want to send to the graveyard then. I'm still confident we negated the right thing. Even with all this stuff. I don't actually know what Ferris does, but I know he's important. You could discard one other hero monster, special summon this card from your hand. You could place one vision hero from your deck in your spell and trap. Okay, now he can only special summon heroes, but I don't think the heroes have any other cards in their extra deck. During the main phase of this card is treated as a contingency, you could treat, special summon this card. This card is special summoned. You can special summon a 1 level 4 from your deck. Jeez, this deck is annoying. Okay, he's got a cool field now. Now where does it go from here? Is it like Dark Law or something? I don't know what's coming. Dark Law would be really annoying for us. Because I can't deal with Dark Law. Not with this hand, at least. I'd need to be able to summon Sheu. And even then, everything I use as a material for Sheyu gets banished. Yeah, Dark Law would be really bad for us here. But he doesn't know what I'm playing, obviously, so... But Dark Law is a pretty good just summon this monster because it's good against lots of decks type of thing. What did he have in his hand? Oh, the Plasma. Right. I don't know what Dangerous does. Discard one card, send one hero monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard, and if you do, in 200 attack. Okay, so he can't discard any cards, so that doesn't do anything. Okay, I think he messed up. I think he summoned the wrong monster, I guess? I have no idea what he was trying to do and what he did wrong. It seemed like, in my opinion, he ended up with a really bad field, right? Like, he couldn't discard because he didn't have a card in his hand. I don't know what his face down was. Granted, I couldn't target any of his heroes, I don't think, which was decent for him. But at the same time, that field was not very strong. I was probably going to be able to break that field quite easily. So either he messed up, or he just didn't have a good enough hand. It seemed like he had everything he needed. Because he had Vion, he got to put Shadow Mist in the grave, search for anything he wanted. It seemed like he had enough searches to do whatever he wanted. But maybe we really messed him up by canceling the hero. What's that called? Hero returning alive or something like that? I know that is a card. I just don't... Oh, a hero lives. That one. What was he... What do you think he was trying to summon? Dominance, 3 Destiny heroes, 2 Destiny heroes. Does he have Dark Law? I don't even know. Oh, this one's Dark Law. Must be special summoned by mask change. Yeah. You can banish one random card. Yeah, that would have sucked for us. I didn't even realize Dark Law had that second effect. Once we activated our Prosperity, he would have banished a random card from our hand, which could have ruined us, but he didn't have mask change, so he could not summon that. Could you do that with, if you control elemental hero monster from your deck? I mean, this card's really good, I know that. Even though you pay half your life points. That was a big negate for us. But yeah, I guess we're done there, huh? Didn't really have a challenge today. The first guy's deck was pretty messed up. It was not very good, at least. Let's say that. It was very likely we were gonna win. The second guy, we negated a big play, and then I don't know if he messed up from there or what went wrong. It seemed like he still should have been able to do almost anything he wanted. Does that deck have cards to search mask change? I wonder if that's what he was gonna summon. Can Shadow Mist search mask change? Maybe. I don't know why I'm scrolling. We're just gonna hit receive all. That's some good UR stuff. I think I can make 3 URs now. Question is, what do I make? I'm gonna think about that on my own. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this one. I might not even put timestamps on this one because this one was pretty lame. But let me know, are timestamps cool for these videos? Or would you rather have like a separate video only for the duel and then just have the video be named after that duel? To be able to like search specific matchups and stuff. Obviously, I'm not gonna be doing that many duels, but could be useful to like if you wanted to see that last one, or the one in the previous episode, Blue Eyes versus Dragonmaid. I feel like that was a pretty good duel of everyone got to do everything they wanted to do, and then who came out on top. It kind of like showed a lot of the matchup. But anyways, let me know. That's gonna do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.